don't know how I'm supposed to do this with two hands. Okay? This is hacking. If you need a hack, you need one thing. You need an input device into the computer, okay? If you've got a brain and you've got an interface, you may be able to interface, but then it goes two ways, and the computer will be able to peek inside your brain too, and then all secrets are off. Okay, but also there's this way, which is the key. Okay, if you're going to hack, you need a place to put stuff. You need a desk. Number one for hacking. If you're a hacker, hacktivist, get a desk. Okay? Number two, you're going to need one of these keyboards. If you don't have a neurological interface with the computer you're trying to hack. And what do you do with that information anyway? Sort it into groups. These are the 6 groups you sort your hacking information. 1, bundles, okay? Anything that talks about a bundle of joy, a bundle of cash, a bundle of sticks, okay? The 3 little pigs, put it in the same thing. Okay, you tried to build your house out of straw. And did you actually think that was going to work? Maybe if you would have put mud in, but you didn't do it, did you? No, you just did straw. And of course the horse built it down. The horse burned it down. The horse burned down horse burned down your house. Okay, so here is the main hacking tricks as presented by me. What are the 6 groups? Okay, that was 1. I'm a little all over the place. Let's get the 6 groups out of the way first. 1, bundles. 2, facts. You need different facts for a fax machine, okay? It's called the fax. And if you have a fax machine specifically tuned to fax, then your fax machine can receive them. You pull the fax off the internet and fax them to different people on pieces of paper. And that way, they can never be destroyed unless there's a fire. That horse again, man. Okay, number 3 is about flowers. Okay, anything about flowers. Blooming flowers, blooming dales, marigolds, sundrops, sunsets, hooby-doos, and tryptophans. Okay, number 5 is weapons. Weapons are a very important part of our relationship with nature, okay? We like to use weapons upon each other and upon it, for are we not nature? Are we not a part of nature? Yes. Okay. Spoiler alert, we are. Okay, so we use weapons on each other. What kind of secret weapons does each person have? Do I have a secret weapon in my house? No. I have a bunch of cutting knives that are really dull, okay? I don't have any bows and arrows. I have 1 stick and some cutting knives. I mean, you could use anything. If you're Matt Damon, you could use a rolled up magazine for a weapon and really kick the shit out of someone. But that's not me. I'm not trained in that. And I used to be able to sword fight a little bit, but I don't have any swords at home. Probably for the best. Okay, and then 6, nature. No, we did that. Blossoms, blooms. Okay, databases, the data, the facts, the faxer, the fax machine. It faxes you facts. Okay. And then the animals and bees. Okay, so you've got information about different animals, i.e. us as well. Okay, and bees. There's other pollinators that they may want to know about, secondary pollinators, but that's just a prejudgment on a mosquito, because how do I know that a mosquito isn't a primary pollinator? In my section of the neighborhood, I don't, okay? But I see a lot more mosquitoes in Mosquito Field, for example, that's why it's called that, than bees. I don't have a field called Bee Field. No, I don't. Honeybee Field, Bumblebee Field, I don't. Okay? Maybe I would like to, but that's not the way the world works, okay? I can't just wish it into being. Well, I can, but not like that. Okay, so it can manifest itself in different ways, but maybe not quite in the physicality that I want it to. Okay, so there's animals and bees. You got to sort it into blossoms, facts, bees and people, animals and sausages. Okay, what kind of animals make the best kind of sausages? It's really up to your personal taste, and you will be able to find out once you hack the system what your enemy's favorite sausage is. Okay, and then you could use that information against them in some kind of you could trick them into switching sausages at the last minute. Okay, so they have a bad time at the party. Okay, I suppose you could put a deadly device in a sausage. Okay, if you really want to go that far, but Remember, we're all animals, okay? So try and take care of people a little bit, okay? You don't want to just wipe them out. What is another thing you could do with the secret sausage? The sausage information. The sausage information is if you know how the sausage gets made and he's gluten intolerant, well then okay, well that person will likely steer away from gluten containing sausages. So you would have to reinsert the gluten in what was once a previously gluten ingredient sausage, and then he'd be like, "Well, I'm pretty sure I have a gluten-free sausage." But little does he know that you put a piece of bread in it, mushed it up with your hands, and shoved it in there. And then, well, I guess he'll know once he eats it. Okay. And then sausages, animals, and there's probably another one, but I don't remember. The computers itself, and nature. Oh yeah, that's right. The scientific information and the esoteric information. Those are the other two files. Okay, so you've got the space world and the spirit world, the etheric realm and the universe. Okay, and then you'll see when they start to Venn diagram together that it's kind of like, oh, okay, well, they could have gone in either category. Sometimes it's going to be, sometimes it's going to be up to you at your own discretion. Okay. This is the keyboard. These are the hacking tips and tricks. One, you need this. I already said that. Two, you need a cord. You need lots of cords going in so that the information doesn't get compromised by wireless interference. Okay, like a radio or a superjet. Okay, F, G, and H. There are letters. Okay, it's a QWERTY keyboard, which was originally devised for a typewriter to slow down people's typing because they were going too fast and jamming up the keys. So now we've inherited this keyboard that actually makes us type slower, and we just use it like it's fine. It's an artifact of an ancient system, and if we throw the shackles of the QWERTY keyboard off ourselves, what could we accomplish? Okay. But there is the Control Alt Delete, which is what I was supposed to try and show you at the very outset, at the very onset. Control Alt Delete. Okay, Control Alt Delete. Friends, I've got a low battery, okay? That means my time is short, okay? But if you need something hacked, call 1222 Hacktivist. 1222 HAKFIST. Hacktivist. And me and my crack team, okay, it's not just me. I I am good at a lot of things, but I won't truly succeed unless I'm in a community of great friends. Hacktivist. If you've got an enemy you need to know about, okay? Hacktivist time, okay? If the government's getting you down, man, okay, because you owe too much taxes, you thought that your student loans were going to get wiped out by Y2K, but you filled up a bathtub of water anyway, and that was your prep for the 2000 was filling up a bathtub of water and crossing your fingers that your student loans were going to get erased. That's called, I don't want to label it, but let's just say someone needed some drugs at that point. Okay, so if you have an enemy that's the government, call Hacktivist, okay? Just nothing too big that's going to get us in any real trouble because I'd like to go home at night still. I don't want to wear a collar on my ankle or go to jail. But, okay, Hacktivist, 222, HAVSIT, activist, Hacktivist. There's things that you could do. You could shut down the power system, okay? Like, don't do that unless you're going to hand out candles. Okay, the thing is, if you're going to hacktivist, there's going to be collateral damage. So you got to do what you can to decrease the amount of collateral damage, okay? That means go to IKEA, okay? Buy those tea lights, okay? It's like I want to burp, but I can't. Go to IKEA, get those little tea lights, hand them out to people on your street. Give them an IKEA gift certificate so that they can go to IKEA and hand them out to people on their street. It's the same street as you because you handed it out to them. Okay, so what I meant to say is they're acquaintances and friends. Okay, the people that aren't in your network. Okay, it's called a distributed network denial of a service attack. Okay, so what it is all the people take away all the IKEA candles from all the different network nodes, and so everyone's in the dark because one, they're going to take the power out, and two, they're going to take away everyone's IKEA candles. Okay, that's insidious. Okay, so that's why you need to be a hacktivist, sometimes for the greater good. Okay, there's people with powers. Okay, far beyond our understanding of how computers work. Okay, and if you have some understanding too, maybe you are against them. I am for the people and against you. For you represent the interests of what's that called, to where people want to make things the way they are. They want to make things continue the way they are now because a few people are doing pretty good. And the rest of us are doing not so good. Okay, that's why you're a throbbing hood. Oh, I'm Throbbing Hood and my band of merry hacktivists, okay? What we're going to do is, if you try and cross this log, okay, I'm going to hit you with this stick. That's the kind of hacktivist I am. But if you can get past me, then you can join our hacktivist team with your computer skills, which was demonstrated by you being able to walk across a log and kick my ass. Okay, so you can email us the secret payments. Okay? Nobody listen to this. Well, actually, wait. Okay. Listen to this part if you intend on sending us secret money. If you're trying to find us through our financial transactions, don't listen to this part. And I'm not going to tell you what bank it is unless you're trying to send me money. In which, could you do me a favor and go, nah, nah, nah. Okay, and cover. Oh, no, wait. The people who are trying to find us, okay, can you cover your ears, please? Okay, I go, nah, 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 until I tell you, I'll give you the sign that it's okay to listen again. Okay, so when you see then you know it's okay to listen again, but don't do it any more than that, okay? Come on, because you don't want to listen. Remember at Christmas time when you opened all your presents and you remember how that made you feel? Made you feel like crap. Do you want to feel like crap again? No, you don't, okay? So, the secret email is haftist.com/gmail at mybankaccount.ca. You will know it's our bank account when it comes back to you and says, this bank account does not exist. But then I know that you did that because I'm a hacktivist. So then I send you a postcard to say, go, okay, to the London Drugs. Okay? I want you to go to the nearest London Drugs, and there is 3 bricks in the wall outside the London Drugs. One of those bricks is loose. I need you to take rolled up bunches of cash, okay? Wrap it tightly in tin foil, okay? And shove it, take the loose brick out, put the tin foil cash in there, and shove the brick back in, okay? Don't actually roll up the cash. Lay the cash down flat, okay, so that the brick still has somewhere to go. If you roll up the cash too much in a wad, the brick won't be able to fully insert back into the hole, and then people will obviously see that it's a drop. Okay? So what you want to do is iron out that cash, okay? Iron it out, make it nice and flat, okay? Then, okay, put the tin foil on it, or you could put the tin foil on it before you iron it. Slip it in there and make sure that just don't pay us too much. Or you know what you could do is, if you want to pay us a lot, like $10 million, that's a lot of cash. Even if it's laid down flat, it's going to make that brick stick out. So what you do is go there every day, or sometimes twice a day, and give us small installments of cash. This isn't very customer service friendly, though. I mean, I'm here for you, providing a service, and then you have to do all this other work for my own convenience. That doesn't seem very customer service friendly and centric of me. Okay. If you go to a manhole cover and no, digging in the ground, no, a cereal box? A cereal box at the end of the aisle of London Drugs. You will know it's the cereal to put it in because it's Lucky Charms that he no longer has those Lucky Charms in it. It's the old Lucky Charms, okay? It's the black horseshoes, okay? The old Lucky Charms was the black horseshoes, the smokes, the diamond ring, and the brass knuckles, Okay, they don't make those Lucky Charms anymore, but that's how you know that's the Lucky Charms. To insert your money in to that box, you will find a box. Put the money in there, and then don't watch me because I'm going to be behind a newspaper. Okay, and I'm going to see you. Okay, but you won't know that I saw you because I'm a hacktivist. Okay, I'm an expert hacktivist at hacking the system. And this system is me getting paid. So I will then, okay, forward myself to the cereal box, take the cereal box, empty out the money, replace the cereal box, okay, because I still need it there for my other hacktivist client contracts, okay. So, that's all there is to it. It's really simple, and also give us some instructions. Like I want to find out what my mom's been doing in Edmonton, okay. Sometimes you do want to find out what your mom's been doing in Edmonton, and sometimes you don't. So, as part of my emotional stability training and my techniques of taking care of people, me and my crack team of professional experts will see what your mom's been doing in Edmonton, and then evaluate whether or not we actually want to tell you that, giving you the choice. Okay. If you want to know what your mom's been doing in Edmonton, call the Hacktivist us. Okay? HAFTST US. And we'll tell you, but we'll also tell you, you know what, we're professionals and we've seen a lot of shit. And we know that you're not going to want to know. And you're going to say, I'm different than everybody else ever in the entire universe. I want to know. Then we tell you, then you're like, I wish I never knew. And then we're like, well, we told you that. So we can find out all that stuff. Hacktivist.ca. There's a keyboard, a mouse. There's two kinds of mice that you can use, okay? The field mouse and the wire rat. Those are the hacktivists. The hacktivist group. We're the hacktivist guys. Okay, we're not all guys. Okay, it's more of like a general term, and it's we got to find something else. But we got to call GoDaddy and get our website changed, and that's just a big old pain. Because you know when you have something in the day, and even if it's pleasurable or nice, it's sitting there in your social calendar or your business calendar like a block of wood, like a block of splintery wood. No, it's like sucking in the enjoyment out of the rest. You have a nice breakfast, doesn't matter, okay, because you're like, I got to do a thing later. Okay. The thing is calling GoDaddy and getting our domain name changed to something less gender specific, which I think is fair. Duct tape. We're going to need duct tape because wherever there's hacktivism, there's ducts. Okay, so where we're crawling around the ducts, putting our wires in there, we're going to make holes in it and wreck it. So we got to patch up our existence with duct tape. So it's like a seamless pack in, pack out. It's the campground rules. We were never there. We were never there, okay? We're like ghosts in the wind, okay? The wind blew us away, okay? So we have enough form, okay, you can see us, and that the wind can act upon us, but not enough form that we would leave footprints. Okay. Hacktivist.ca, okay? Hacktivism is a dirty word. /.com. Don't do it. Let us do it. At gmail.ca.com. This is a keyboard, okay? These are the Hacktivist tools. Keyboard, my fingers, my face, my eyes. 2 mice, field mouse, bonko on the head. DCs, okay? Gonna need some water to drink. Okay, stay hydrated. Don't just drink Mountain Dew. Okay. You're gonna need some foods. Okay, sandwiches. My favorite sandwich is the Swiss cheese, mustard, and sprouts. The Swiss cheese is melted. That's why it's called my favorite sandwich. See, okay, this is an excellent this is an excellent example of our wires running in parallel. So you see, even though we're using wired implements, okay, we're using wired implements so that we're unable to be hacked by wireless communications and signals to interfere with our work. There's still a way, okay, for things to get sucked in from one wire to another, and that is if you have your wires parallel. So what you got to do, this is an excellent way, okay, to, well, I'm trying to illustrate to you how you have your wires. That's not working. I'm trying to make it perpendicular. Okay, if I do this. Oh, that's the closest I can get right now to a perpendicular arrangement. If you zoom in on it enough, it looks like an X, and then I can kind of do this. Oh, it's funny how gravity works, man. It's not doing what I want. Okay, now that's a star. That's too much? Okay, so the signal will cross each other, but they won't impede with each other, so there's no impedance. Okay? These are the kind of professional tips and tricks that we have as prohacktivist.ca/gmail.com. Okay, bank account. I know we're doing it for the right reasons. Okay? But I also know we're asking for money at a time where people need money. And I can say if it's an orphanage that needs to know, okay, a shelter, a grieving family, okay, there's lots of different people who maybe can't pay at this time. I'm not a monster. I mean, we need to eat, and I need to live. I guess the other guys need to live too. If you got some Oreos, Ritz cracker sandwiches, Swiss cheese, baby food, any of that stuff, okay, we'll take it. We'll do our best, okay, with what it is. We'll give ourselves a real abundance mindset, okay, and then maybe the cash will start. You know what, though? If you're a billionaire, you probably think you've got the best hacktivist team in the world because you're a billionaire, but guess what? You don't, okay? It's actually us. We have the technology, okay? We're the $6,000 man. We've got the tech. See, this is the kind of professional thinking that you're not going to get anywhere else, Bezos. Okay? The wires cross perpendicular at 90 degrees to each other. That's how you know you've been wired by a real professional. How are we going to get Jeff Bezos to give me all this money? I actually don't want all this money. That's too much money. Too much money. It's too much. Plus, what's he doing? It's imaginary dollars, which is why being a hacktivist is so dangerous. Because we can get into La La Land there. Okay, we can make all that imaginary dollars go away. Poofity poof. And into the banks and the pockets of different people who have less imaginary dollars than you. But also remember to buy cans of tomato soup and canned tomatoes because those will always go up in value, and share them with your friends and neighbors. Okay? Because the last thing you want is someone crying at your bunker. Okay, that's what they're terrified of. Okay? They can have the best bunker in the world, but then there's a mom and a baby crying at the bunker. Please let us in. Like, oh no. All the things I learned in kindergarten that I've taught myself to forget, now I'm feeling again in my heart and guts. Well, they knew that it was going to be tough. So therefore, why knock on my door? They know I can't let them in. So somehow they're going to make it their fault. They should have been in a better place to provide for themselves. Oh, really? That's where hacktivists come in. If you're a mom and a baby trying to get into someone's secret billionaire bunker, give us a call, okay? We'll know what to do. First, we go into the Navy SEAL's dental accounts, okay? And we see how much money he owes on those caps, okay? Then we make that amount a zero. Then he's like, I don't know who did that, but I owe them a big thanks of relief. It was us. And you know how it knows it's us? Because our symbol is there. Our hacktivist symbol. Okay? If you see the perpendicular, quit it. If you see the perpendicular wires, you know it's the hacktivist symbol. Maybe I can kind of get my eye in there too. Can I get my eye in there? Well, now I looked at the reflection and not the actual camera. If you see my eye or somebody's eye in between some perpendicular wires, you know you've been hacktivized. We were there. Okay? We did it. So that Navy SEAL now doesn't owe us a debt of gratitude. It's not like we're going to say, you owe us, Navy SEAL. But, there's a little seed in there that maybe I should help those guys out sometime if I ever see them in the after times. But also there's the thing where you do stuff without any expectation of reward of result. And that'll help you too. Okay, that'll keep your vibrations up and that'll help you out. Hacktivist. There's scroll lock. Okay, so if someone's following you, I press scroll lock, they can't move anymore. Okay, there's print screen, which is fairly self-explanatory. You need to return something to Amazon. You got to print your receipt off with a series of tweaks. Okay, that we'll do on Canva, but don't tell Canva, Mr. Canva, that. We will sabotage the barcode and Q code, and then hacktivism will be inside Amazon, and they'll be like, holy man, we've been hacktivized. Okay? Pause, break. Sometimes you need to take a break. Okay? It can't just be go, go, go all the time. Okay? F2. Okay? Where you drive a car. Who was that? That's me. It's my own white. Oh my God. Escape. Sometimes there is no escape. You press escape and it doesn't work. What are you going to do then? Take a deep breath. Okay? Tab. We're going to keep tabs on them. Don't you worry. Caps lock. Keep your hat on. Shift. Can you feel the shift in consciousness and temperament? Page up and page down is when you're reading a book. Insert. Excuse me, it has many meanings. Backspace. You said something wrong? Why don't you take a step back? Give me some space, man. Okay? Numb lock. Sometimes you've been sitting down too long and your legs feel numb and you can't move. Page down and shift, control, alt, delete, alternate the control and delete at the same time. It's a reset, baby. The greatest power. It's almost second to an EMP. An EMP is an electrocephalal micropenis. Okay? And it is the most powerful anti-computer tool. And even as a hacktivist, okay, we can use EMPs to our advantage sometimes. Okay? Definitely got the penis for it. And then, that's it. There's windows because you look through them. So make sure you got lots of daylight in your hacktivist space. Okay, but make sure also that no one can look in. So it's like one of those two-way windows where it's the mirror and then someone's walking by and they're checking their hair. And you think, oh, they're looking at me. Oh, they're checking their hair. That's okay. Go to that space. Check your hair. And if you give the secret sign, which is, can you just do the secret sign, please? Which is this. Then maybe you can find Hacktivist. HAKSTFIST. / help me. It won't turn off because my battery's running out. I sure hope I can put this thing back. Hacktivism, tips and tricks, we can do it. We got the chords, we got the keyboards, okay, we got the knowledge and the want. To help you for a reasonable price. Hoodies, we need hoodies, okay? We need hoodies, Cheetos, good snacks, water, keep hydrated, especially when you're on all those drugs. Find us. Look for the brick at the London Drugs.